Hey gang, so today we have ourselves a little project in the woods here, so to speak. This tree right here, as you can see, is heaved up the ground because it's uprooted, and it's lodged in this really large maple tree up here. And I got my rope up there just a moment ago, and I think our tie-in point somewhere around 70 or 75 feet. So it's good and tall, at least for around this area. Pretty tall for us. So the challenge with this project is that the tree's hung up in another tree for one, but I've done plenty of those kind of things before, and they're not too hard as long as you're smart about it. The tricky part is that there is a shed that for keeping firewood under this tree. So not only can we you know, make sure it doesn't come down in a bad way, but we've also got to make sure it doesn't just come crashing down on top of the shed. So the homeowner is kind enough to remove the roof off the shed here, so in case we drop any sticks, we won't put any dents or dingers in it. But that's what we need to avoid right there. So it's kind of hard to tell because it's just all leaves and sky, but I'll show you more of it when we get up there. I really don't even know exactly how we're going to go about this. I got to kind of figure it out as we go, so should be fun. Alrighty, so we got ourselves up here, and as I suspected, there's not one single, you know, specific trigger point. You know, we've got it stuck there, there's a little bit leaning on right there, there's some all the way up on there, but the branch it's leaning on down there is broken. So I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna just kind of start cutting and start feeling it out and get stuff off of it that is most certainly not holding it, and utilize that to kind of determine where the weight is and how things feel. Definitely super sketchy, definitely not my favorite, but I'm always up for a good challenge. So all we gotta do today is make sure we don't die, and the rest of it should be good. Oh, and if I didn't mention, this is a no cleanup job. So all we gotta do is get it down, and that's what we're here to do today. So we're gonna make it happen. Alrighty, I'm gonna go over and cut that large piece off now, that big top, and got my tie-in point over top of this spar, so that way should anything go sour and this thing comes sliding down through here, we don't have any big issues. Alrighty, yep. My goodness. That's the most scared I've been in a long time. Nice work. Yep. Good job getting it below me. Thank you. Nice work. Nice work. Ah! Almost got it. Ah, we were so close. I almost had that last time. Try again. Again. Got it. Nice work. Very nice. Perfect shot. To see if I remove my body weight, it kind of wants to sit back up. I don't know if it's enough to be able to trust it to keep it so. I mean, the whole thing's sitting right here on this little branch right now. I just don't know if it's enough to keep it all the way up here, or if it's a matter of if I remove one of these logs, if it's all going to come all the way down. I don't know, that right there almost gives me enough confidence to cut that one off. But I don't know if that one is what's holding this one this way in place enough. I don't know, let me go down and play around with that other one. I'll go from there. So the plan I have devised here is, because there's so little pressure up there, I think we have a chance at kind of pulling it back with our machine. So I'm going to set up this rope right here, right above this large knot where one of the leads was earlier. And I'm going to set up some mechanical advantage all the way down at the base of a big oak tree down there. And what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can lift it off of this tree a little bit. Now, the risk we run is that we lift it off and it decides that it's going to go this way or this way. I think there's enough of the roots that are still established down there that we can keep that from happening. The second risk we run is that we pull this off and then we cut the top out of it. You know, let's say we got enough force we can pull it off, we can get it completely support on this rope. We cut chunks out of the top, and then we get down to here and we go to relieve this rope so we can cut below it, and all of a sudden it won't hold itself up. So I think I have a backup plan in mind for if that won't happen, or if that tries to happen, so we can work with it as necessary. We've got 150 feet of this 5/8 rigging line, and we've got 200 feet of 1/2-inch rigging line. We're going to use the two in conjunction to make this happen. So worst case scenario, we have to reset this line lower on the tree. And in that case, it'll only be a matter of time. You know, there's not going to be any substantial risk involved. So I'm feeling good about this plan. I think it's going to work out pretty good. Yeah, I'm excited to see it work. Alrighty, we got this all set up, so I want to show you what we got going on. I think it's pretty cool. I love doing this kind of stuff. So we've got our big yellow rope tied all the way up there, which I imagine you can't see, but it comes down through the trees here. Oh, there it is, to a block. Then we've got a 2-to-1 set up right there for the tractor to pull on. We're gonna need all the pulling force we got, and then this forest floor isn't really super stiff, so it's not gonna make great traction. So we definitely got ourselves a little mechanical advantage up there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull on this thing and try to get it unloaded from that other tree. That's all we're trying to do. Not trying to flip the whole thing over, not trying to stand it back up straight, none of that. We're just trying to get it unloaded, you know, off of the other tree, so that way the weight is no longer on that other tree. Yeah, we'll go from there. All right, I climbed back up here. We pulled on this rope here as much as we could with the tractor until we had lost traction. So it's parked there with the tension on it. It's quite a bit, I would say. I don't know how much, I'm not good at judging that. Don't do a lot of crane work, but it's a lot. Thing's tight as a guitar string. So I'm gonna come up here. I can feel just by climbing a tree that the weight of it's in that rope, not so much in the tree that it was leaned in. So I'm gonna climb up here and see if I can separate the two enough by hand to be confident in being able to cut some of those pieces off that are holding this tree up here. I'm up here and I see that this tree has moved up probably 3 or 4 feet. No, not 3 or 4, maybe 1 or 2 feet of movement up on this tree. So I see there's not a whole lot of tension on some of these parts anymore. I'm finally ready to release this tree from this tree. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this stub off, blow its contact point, and we'll see what happens. Best case scenario, nothing moves. We backed up our rope system down there by tying it off to a big oak tree. So short of that rope breaking, nothing here can go terribly wrong. So I've got my climbing line redirected through that crotch over there, because that spar is a little bit bigger and stronger than this one, and this one just leans out a long way and it's kind of noodly and has some bad spots down there. So not thrilled about being in it, but I'd much rather be in this spar than that tree. So here we go. Okay, they're free from each other. It's funny, the only way to know what's moving up here is the other, you know, the other tree for reference. And they both keep moving so much, it's hard to tell what's moving. See here what we can do. Not a huge fan, but here we are. So definitely qualify as one of the sketchier things I've done. I really don't feel as though I enjoy it. I think that's okay. It's okay to not enjoy every little bit of this kind of work. There, someone can calculate how high that is based on the amount of time it takes for that piece to fall. Acceleration of gravity and all that. Oopsie. believe that missed the wood pile. Very nice. Definitely missed the wood pile. That would have been bad if it would have hit the log down there. Would have gone shooting who knows where. There, it missed. Ooh, that one was very close. Only a couple inches away from the firewood pile down there. Not the end of the world if we hit the firewood pile, but I'd really like to avoid it. Just makes life easier, because if you hit it with a piece of wood that weighs 50 pounds from, oops, nice, from 50 feet up, kind of tends to make it scatter. Well, I've overcut this hinge, so it's going to be useless, but we'll push it the right way anyway. Nice. Ooh, that was a little bit hard on that tree. Definitely hit the root plate. Alrighty, now we are we've shortened up this rope, or no, lengthened up this rope so that way the tree can lean out a little bit more. And it looks like the tree is all the way supporting itself. Okay, we've got slack in the rope, and so this is excellent news. The tree is supporting itself. What we're going to do here is we're going to reset this rope a little bit lower just for backup, just because it's always good to have backup. And we'll chunk some more pieces off, and then hopefully by the time we get down to where this rope is set, we will have no issues just finishing her out. So should be good. So the way we moved around the rope was we added a bunch of slack to it by moving the tractor back, releasing the system that was holding it once we knew the tree could hold itself. Then I slipped it down all the way down to there, and then Felicia's hooking it up down to the tractor back. Well, Felicia's hooking it up to the tractor down there, and she's going to pull tension back into it just to keep it good. The reason for that is you think, well, if the tree can hold itself up, why don't you just do it? Just go ahead and do your work. Well, I really don't want to be tied into this tree, because should something change down there, those roots go poppity popping and letting this thing fall down, I don't want to be connected to it. But I do want to be tied in for making chainsaw cuts. So I feel better about tying into it when it's got that backup on it. So that's kind of the why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's kind of one of those things where, is it really necessary? Is it really worth the time? And it may or may not be, but I'm not going to take that chance today. I feel like I've done enough risky stuff today. I don't need any more risky stuff. So that's the why. Alrighty, here this piece goes. Oh boy. Nice. Crash. Alright, we'll go down it. Whoop, whoop. We'll go down there and just tip the rest over. Alrighty, so we got it all done, just in time to head out of here and make it to my estimate. This looks like a big old pile of wood down here. Got the little skinny one there and the big fat one here. Definitely did, this tree just did damage when it fell into this other one, and so the canopy's a little sparse up there. But nothing too crazy. Only casualties we had, but I'm always ashamed of mistakes. It is what it is. I really wish I could have avoided it, but we did knock this one post over from the firewood enclosure. So it is what it is. The customer wasn't too upset about it. He's just happy the tree is down. So we did have a couple spots of bark we knocked off up here. Again, not thrilled about that, but It is what it is. The tree's not doing great either, to be honest. The whole thing isn't, because it's been growing in some rough competition. But I imagine it'll recover from those spots. So, anyhow, we're just about ready to wrap up here and head on out. So, thanks for coming along for the ride, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.